Good day, everyone. Right, we are here in the little hurdyman because we need to go and do some spraying. We also need to get the grass seeded. However, in between the live stream and this day, I just get here, I have planted field 44 and field 70. So they've both started growing, no issues with germination, which is really good. Hopefully they don't die off. So the only fields we've got left to do are field 45 and 33. 45 currently is just cultivated, same with 33. So we need to go and put the grass in. Then we need to go and spray some weed killer down, some herbicide. So we're going to get cracking with the spraying first, because I think this is going to be a nice quick job, even with 2 fields, 3 fields even. I think it's still going to be a quick enough job to get it done. There we go. So what have we got? We've got fertilizer in here. That's no good. That's not what I want. So we'll have to unload that out here. Oh, we're not playing this game again, are we? Really? Really? Okay, right. I will just go and empty this very quickly. Okay, so I've got it emptied and I've just dragged these 2 IBCs out so we can get this refilled with herbicide. There is definitely enough in these 2 to be able to get us round the fields, but we will just fill up completely, because why not? Okay, so off we go. We'll get cracking on field 44 first, I think. Basically, we're back in a good place. We've got all the plants in. In fact, we'll start down the road, 43. Yeah, back in a good place because we've got all the crops in. So we got them in early as well. Temperature today is good enough to be planting grass. I'm not sure about whether it's good enough to be planting herbicide. Planting herbicide, if it's good enough to be planting sunflowers. We can have a quick check while that's unfolding. So sunflowers, not yet. We need 7 degrees. Today we might reach that actually. That'll be good. If we can get up to 7 degrees, then we can plant the rest of the stuff, the sunflowers and the grass, both today. And then that will be all our planting done. It also puts us in a good position for when we come to do the canola, because the canola is going into field 44 after we've harvested the wheat, so it'll be good to get that sorted. So that's nice. That's going to help me. There is actually a spray marking being left. Very useful. So this field is rye. You know what? I'm going to go straight across to both fields. Why not? May as well. We've got to do both of them anyway. Yeah, so this is a rye field. Sorry, the field 43 is rye. This is field 44. This is triticale. I have had a look. Also, someone told me in the live stream that this is usually either harvested in a standard way, or used for whole crop. Now, I had a look in the XML file at the plants, and it doesn't actually give a whole crop option. It does for wheat, but not for this, which makes me think but maybe we can't whole crop it. Rye, I know, is used for the seed, because here in Germany it's very common to make rye bread. So it's obviously used for making flour, in the same way wheat and barley would be. Well, mainly wheat, I think. I don't know if anyone uses barley for making bread. The most common use I know is making lager. But here we go. So, like I said, I don't want this to take forever. It may end up sticking it onto a little bit of a time lapse, but I know that I'm going to end up time lapsing the seeding of the grass, so I'd rather not time lapse everything if possible. Or I should also have my speed turned up. Whoops. Yeah, so I think we're actually in a much better position, because last year we were really struggling to get things in the ground on time, which meant things weren't available to be harvested, weren't available to harvest, it's better, until later on. And because it was later on, the weather was really bad. So I'm hoping getting the crops in nice and early is going to help us. That's what I would like, but so they can't have everything. Definitely not. The good news though is I don't need any hay and don't actually need any silage. So we're not in a massive rush to get the grass in. So if today there's a choice between grass and sunflowers, I will be taking the sunflower option because I'd rather get them in the ground first. For now though, I think what we're going to do, we're going to stick this onto a time lapse. So, we'll see you in a minute when I've got both these fields done. Something straight out of a magazine. I crossed my fingers you'd come to me. Then all of a sudden it became reality. Don't care about no gold, no one else to hit my phone up. None of that pretentious life. No, 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 don't need no pills to get high. There's no doubt in my mind. Your love, it is all that I need. To hit my phone up, none of that pretentious life. No, 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 don't need no pills to get high. There's no doubt in my mind. Your love, it is all that I need. Okay, so we're refilling because I didn't actually have enough to get the entire field done. Pretty good, I think if we'd have had a full tank at the start, we probably would have been able to do it. But obviously we didn't, so we weren't able to. Simple. The fields are almost finished though, so we're going to get this done very quickly. The only problem I've got is that I was really hoping the soil temperature would rise, so we could do some sunflowers, but it actually hasn't. So for now we're going to have to actually stick with just doing the grass, I think, and the sunflowers will have to be next episode. It's a bit disappointing. I would have liked to have actually done the sunflowers today, and then all the crops would have been in for the year. But of course, that's not going to happen, it looks like. And yes, I am going to treat you to a little bit of an in-cab view. Don't do this very often, because to be perfectly honest, I'm rubbish at it. But we're going to give it a go today. Mainly because there's not much that needs to be done anymore. Right. Just need to watch that boom. I did actually try using my head tracking software to record the other day. It went disastrously wrong. Not because I couldn't use the head tracking equipment itself, but because it was too light. So because it's too light in my living room, I can basically only use the head tracking software at night. Which is a big limitation, to be perfectly honest. It's just because my back is facing an enormous window, like a full-sized living room window. So yeah, it doesn't really work. A bit disappointing. Might have to come up with a way of doing a sort of a black screen if I'm going to be doing it, using it regularly. But this video is being recorded what time is it? Around about 7:30. So it's still pretty light outside. I didn't want to set up the software for this. There we go. That is the field done. I'm going to turn that off and fold it up. Of course, the next job is to go straight on with the grass sowing. I'm going to leave this guy all hooked up because I'm going to have to get the wheat done off camera. That needs to be herbicide sprayed. I don't know if it needs a fertilizer spray as well, I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. I mentioned in the live stream that I have paid the penalty for the failure to deliver the wheat. This year we do not have a contract for the crops. However, we do have a contract for bales. So we have a contract for 60 straw bales. Oh yeah, there we go. No need for fertilising. Sorry, that was me being random. I'm cutting my own sentence in half. We have a contract for 60 bales, 60 straw bales. I think it's worth around about 15,000 euros. They don't want any more, and basically it's 60 or nothing. So if I only have 58 straw bales because of some disaster, we will not be delivering them, and they'll have to get their straw bales from somewhere else. We're not doing a contract for the wheat or anything like that because, as in real life, this year we'd be getting terrible prices offered to us because we made such a mess. We didn't deliver to them. So why would they want to give us a good price on a contract? They wouldn't, of course. So we'll stick with this straw bale contract. That'll keep us going anyway for a little while. So I'm going to do a headland like I would normally do. Of course, with this being grass, I don't have to worry so much about the seeding. because it's just all going to blend into the edges. And I do have to worry about crushing my own crop. I do not want to do that. Come on. Whoa, fair bit of wheel slip there. You can see we've already got some weeds growing in this field, so this one's also going to have some herbicide sprayed on it afterwards as well. And I'll need to put some fertiliser down as well. But I think I'll do the herbicide off screen, because I'll just get all the fields sprayed with herbicide at the same time. Yeah, I think that'll be easiest. Fertiliser, we might do it next episode. Depends on how our cows are doing. I think we're going to have to make some more TMR next episode, and with the money we've got, we need to invest in something, because this money is not going to last us all year with nothing going on. We are going to have to pay for some workers at some point, probably, especially when it comes to harvest time. So we need to make some good money somehow. So I need to have a think about what we could do to make that money. Thinking we could do some logging, but like I said before, I need to have a look at what trees we have available for us to cut down. Because I think there's a bunch of trees that are not ours, but they look like they're in our land. So that's something we need to look at. Alternatively, could be another type of cattle that we buy. Well, livestock even. Maybe some sheep. I've got pigs going on Ireland at the moment, so I don't really want to do pigs. But yeah, some sheep might be good. Unfortunately, this time of year they're very expensive. But we might have to just sort of bite the bullet and go with it anyway. We'll see. It's decisions to be made. Lots of decisions to be made for the good of the farm. So yeah, that will be something for probably the next episode, or the one after. We'll have to have a look at what we can do to make a little bit of extra money. We could always do something like, I don't know, wood chips. I could try and modify the price of the wood chips to make it a bit more appetizing to actually do them, because as many people complain about, it's not worth doing them usually. Not with the price they're normally at. Alternatively, we could just do a bunch of contracting for other people, but there's not that much to even contract. That's the issue. Running seasons, everyone tends to have work at the same time, so pretty much the only jobs that ever come up are fertilizing jobs, and that's not what I want to spend my entire year doing, really. Fertilizing for other people. Another thing we could do is we could actually plant some trees, but with seasons they take so long to grow that it's just not worth doing that. Or another idea could be that we could go and do some contracting on a different map. We could use our own machinery, of course. I could transfer all of the wear and stuff like that. I just need to try and find a map that's in the same sort of area of the world, I guess. I think I know a map that's in southern Germany, that's on ModHub. So yeah, we could look at that. Look at that wheel slip. Why is that happening? It's weird. This tractor's got plenty of power. Does need refueling soon. Yeah, so like I said, we'll have to have a think about some money-making schemes during the spring, because our fields are not going to need much care, and we don't have that many animals. We will need to do a lot of grass work, that's true. Yeah, we will need to do quite a lot of grass work. Okay, so that's a good. Don't drive on the crop. That's a good headland put in, I think. Which means now, actually, I'll go and put some headlands in up here, and then I'll be able to start on the up and down rows. Which I think I'll do as a time lapse. Really, I could do with a bigger seeder. Thank goodness we leased that seeder last time, because that made things a lot easier. Although I still don't know why the Borgolt didn't work. I think I need to do some testing and see if it works with this tractor on a different map, or whether it's just the tractor seems to be incompatible for some reason. So yeah, I'll have to do that another time. I can just make a save, a copy of this save, and try planting with it with a different tractor, and yeah, then I can try it with a different map, the same tractor. I know it works on Stone Valley, and it works with 2 tractors. Which one did I don't remember which tractor I used to pull that specific seeder. That's the only thing. But I could always go back and check my own video and see. That wouldn't be too difficult to do. So now I think we're going to go into a little time-lapse mode. I think that'll be the easiest thing to do. And yeah, I'll rejoin you when we've got this grass field completely seeded. Okay, so the field is now almost done, finally. Which means we're going to be leaving it here. Next time, I think we'll do some forestry. I'll do a little bit of research into it, check that we can actually do some. And we'll maybe get the sunflowers planted as well. The temperature hasn't actually risen high enough in this episode, in this day, for us to get the sunflowers in the field, but it should be possible to get them in tomorrow, I hope. We'll have a quick check of the weather. But yeah, we are now just one field away from being ready, and it is the 3rd day of spring, so that's good. We should also find that the grass over by the biogas plant is ready for cutting. So we can do something with that. Either a bit more hay, although I don't need any hay, or some more silage perhaps. Make a bit more silage and then sell it. But yeah, that is basically it for this episode. I'll just quickly double check the weather before we leave it here. So, for tomorrow, looking a bit rainy, but it should be warmer. Hopefully we can get the crops planted, because even during the rain we can still plant. So it should be fine. Not a good day for making hay tomorrow though. So if we're going to do something with the grass, it will have to be TMR. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will finish that little patch off. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.